Buenos nachos, amigos, and welcome to another fine edition of Hallyujuku. I'm Petey Rave, your man with no plan. Here with me, as always, is my partner in all this craziness, my buddy, my pal, Brandon Cooper, aka King Kaz. How you doing, Kaz?
You recording this?
yes, we're recording this.
Cool. That's cool. I was so out of it that you started playing that EXO teaser, and I was like, did I leave that page open? Did it start playing again? And then I finally looked at Skype, and I was like, oh shit, it's a podcast. Oh, all right.
Yeah, we're here. We're here to talk about East Asian pop culture as best as we can, with whatever energy we can. And of course, we start off every episode talking about what's new. Kaz,
What's up?
what's new? What's going on? And what have you checked out?
I literally before I do my what's new K-pop edition, I want to do my what's new. I actually started reading comic books again, man.
Mm-hmm.
Like I decided I wanted to get back into comic books. I've been hearing like a lot of the especially for the DC stuff. I've heard like a lot of the new 52 stuff was really, really good, especially in the Batman universe. I heard a lot of that stuff was really good. So I did one of those things, right? I went out of the house.
What?
Yeah.
What?
And I went to a comic book store.
There still exist?
Yeah. And I bought comics. Man,
Comics.
I bought some comics. Yeah. So
Comic books.
So-
Comic books.
I went out the other day. I bought a bunch of Batman comic books. I bought the little starter for the DC Rebirth.
Yeah.
And JLA. So
Nice.
I've been reading those. Pretty good. It made me realize, man, how much I love and miss comic books just as a thing, you know? Like, it's such a good, fun medium to read, especially graphic novels.
Yes.
Fucking love graphic novels, man. So
Graphic
good.
novels. The old mythology of the capes and cowls and the funness of it all.
Man.
I will do have to say that comics are fun. I feel like I need to like get into it. Like there's something that the characters and all the worlds I enjoy, but I haven't ever like dived in there.
Yeah, like so. I think what I decided was I'm gonna start buying comics online as well again.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm planning on getting like a new like nice small tablet device, and I'm gonna buy all the one-offs on that, all the stuff I'm kind of iffy about, all the stuff I might just read one time and not really refer back to again. Just buy them digital,
Like
and then things that I really really want, like Batman stuff, JLA stuff, things like that, I'll buy physical copies of.
Yeah. It's that classic adage, digital is for checking things out and physical is the keepsake. Just like in K-pop and but not in J-pop, because J-pop all you have is the physical. Fuck digital. As far as they're concerned. Although Spotify is coming to Japan, supposedly.
Oh shit!
Yeah, we'll see.
Not gonna happen. All right.
We'll see what happens.
All right,
yes.
but let's get into what the show is all about, which is what's new in East Asian pop culture for me. Yeah. So this week has been a bit of the hip hop week for me. So I'm gonna murder this person's name. Zaya.
It's Junsu.
Zaya.
It's our boy Junsu of JYJ.
Yeah. Putting out a new. I don't know if it's a new mini or a new full.
Probably a new full. I don't think Zaya does anything half-assed. So yeah, a new full called Signature.
Oh God, yeah, that of all of this is the worst part. It's that it's called Signature.
Yeah.
Of all the things, that it's called Signature.
Yeah.
So I really really enjoyed this. I love the tones. I love the beats. And according to the little descriptor down there on the YouTube, this is all about Zaya making a new sound that is very specific to Zaya, even though he's using genres of music that is very specific to everyone.
Yeah.
But even with that, I really really enjoyed this. I thought it was super good.
Yeah, it was really good. This is one of the songs that is on your list that was like one of the ones I was considering for my songs, because this one had caught my attention. But then like I got overloaded because I've also got a couple hip hop releases, and this one I kind of gets just kind of like disqualified. Even though it's a really cool track and it's really fun, it's very bombastic. I really liked Zaya's last track, like last title track that he put out, Flower. I think we talked about it on the show. We talked about it essentially. It's like the bombastic video and the ridiculousness, and like he's just like the showmanship of it all. Like you can see where that influence. That tight-ass metallic colored shirt, not so much. It looks like it out of a 2001 music video. Like it looks like it's like out of a 2001 Backstreet Boys music video. That shirt. But that shirt aside, and I probably should show that shirt aside, because I'm being selective with how much I show of the music videos. It's a really cool track and a really cool video, and the quiet doesn't fuck it up.
No, the quiet was actually really good in this. Yeah. I know you have your issues with Illionaire Records, but the quiet did actually rather well in this. I like pushed my hip hop classes up. I don't know why I pulled out nerd voice for that. Damn it.
Damn it.
I'm not living the kayfabe. All right. Moving on to living the kayfabe. Gilly Boy.
Gilly Boy.
So we've talked about this on numerous occasions, right? Gilly Boy is so hit or miss for me, right? Like, Gilly Boy is like every other track. I go, what the fuck? Like, is he serious? Is he serious? Is that what he put out? Like, is that what he's doing? But this is one of those other times where he put something out and I enjoyed the fuck out of this. This is such a chill fucking jam. It's so good. It is so fucking good.
Yeah. It's a really cool. It's a really cool track. It's I'm in Trouble, featuring Loco. So it's a little bit of AOMG. Speaking of labels that are problematic for me,
the good parts of AOMG.
The good part. Oh yeah, but to say the least. It's like him, Simon D, and half of Jay Park. Jay Park when he's not being an idiot. Yeah.
God, the song is so good though. Like, holy shit. I'm so mad right now. I'm so mad that I'm jamming so hard to Gilly Boy. Like,
yeah, it's like I don't have. I guess I probably haven't been paying as much attention to Giddy Boy because I don't have any really negative thoughts on Giddy Boy that much. But then again, it's probably that I haven't been paying as much attention, so I haven't gotten those misses.
Right.
But yeah, this is a cool track. This is chill. It's interesting. It's he's keeping the vertical video gimmick alive.
So we got to say, right, this is becoming a thing, like especially in the Asian pop culture scene, because they know everybody is using this device to listen to and watch their music and do all those things. So they're making things that are pertain to these devices. So when you're looking at this on your computer and you're like, "Oh fuck, this looks stupid," you're meant to be looking at it on this because everybody in Asia has one of these.
Yeah,
one of these.
They don't. Hey, they don't. Most of the people don't really have. Well, not most, but a lot of people don't even really have computers at their home. They just go to PC Box and just have like maybe tablets or phones.
Right. So you gotta have that understanding. And I actually, that was the other thing. I really liked the video.
Yeah.
Like, I thought it looked super cool. I love the whole like magazine style and switching from like different magazine styles as it goes through. Like, I really thought that was cool as well.
Yeah, I think it works well. It's good for the concept and it's simple. But yeah, last but not least, another track that
we gotta stop jamming the Gilly Boy.
Last but not least, another track that I was really excited about this week.
Coming back around to Illionaire Records.
This one wasn't a runner-up for me. I just had to bequeath it to you because if you hadn't like been so hyped about it, I would have just taken it for myself. But I kind of bequeathed it onto you. But it would have been one of my main tracks for sure.
Oh yeah, no, you knew I would have. Even if you had this, I would have taken this.
Yeah.
It's my boy,
Life in Color.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Like, like there are no words for how good this track is. Like, I can't even like right now. Like, this has just been a good week for like hip hop in Korea right now. Like, this Gilly Boy track was really good. The Zaya track was really good. Like, the Z track was really good. Like, fucking, and this Benzino track is just the cap of the week. Yeah. Like, holy fuck.
Yeah, like it's really cool and interesting. Like the fact that it starts with a drum and bass instrumental for like the hook, like and then it gets into the track and it turns out to be like this really good chill track that's like really cool and interesting and and the way Benzino delivers and the way kind of he showcases his personality and like the track is interesting and unexpected. The video is really cool and interesting and it kind of uses colors really like on a base level, but it's fun and just kind of throws around a lot of bright colors and like interesting visuals. Yeah, it's really cool. Like like I've been like this is definitely on my like. It's on Spotify, so it's on my like on my jams. It's one of my jams. Also, I appreciate the Tyler hat he's rocking there. The Tyler the Creator hat he's rocking there.
Yeah, but no, like I don't know what happened. Right? Like the song starts right, and like you said, it starts with that kind of that drum and bass kind of thing. And I initially sat back. Like I could have did a fucking react video to this because I initially sat back and I was like, Benzino, what are you doing? And then it kind of goes in and like this song sucked me in because I started back here listening to it and I was like really? like, oh my god, fucking Benzino, dude. Like, I mean, we have been praising Benzino as like the best thing to come out of Illionaire Records, and we've questioned how the fuck he ended up at Illionaire Records day and day. Like, we question it every single day.
Yeah, it's like Ilion. I think I don't remember the dates. I think Illionaire Records either it came here to Miami or is coming to Miami or is on the beach playing a show right now or oh no, it's July. But it's this Illionaire Records No Rest US tour and it's Doki and the Quiet, aka the 2/3 of Illionaire that I don't care as much about. So it's like, so I had that reaction. It was like, oh, Illionaire Records is like, oh, cool. You man, Korean hip hop coming to Miami. It was like, oh wait, let me look at actual. Like, oh, it's just Doki and the Quiet. Oh,
Yeah.
okay. I mean, I would have been fine if it was at the end of K-pop Night Out, because then at that point, I've already seen my fun shows, and I would have been down to turn up. But I want some Benzino, come to like America, and like do hip hop music on a platform in front of my face with me and other people standing around somewhere. Like, I want that to happen. However that needs to happen, I want it to happen. Yeah. Benzino.
All right. Enough of me fucking gushing over Benzino and actually saying good things about Gilly Boy. Let's move on past this.
Let's move past this.
But next thing you know, I'm gonna be fucking praising fucking Rapmon.
Which I think we've done in the show, which is scary. All right, I'm gonna talk about, aside from the Benzino track, I'm gonna talk about my turn up track. I will throw one aside. I will say that this segment used to be called "What You've Been Listening to," and if it was an accurate answer to that question, part of my answer would be a callback to last week where I talked about AOA. So I'm still listening to 10 Seconds, the album track on AOA. That with the 80s, like the guitar and like that's been my jam like for the past like 2 weeks. But I thought I'd throw that out. But my other like jam, my other hype music, my other piece of like hype track, it's fair to say that this podcast we are fans of FX. It'd be fair to say, right, Kaz?
Yeah.
And one of the more talented members of FX, though she does, it's kind of the meme that she's the underappreciated member of FX, and honestly the least popular by quite a bit would be Luna, despite the fact that she's super talented and people have been clamoring for a solo debut. We finally got it. We kind of just got randomly a teaser picture and like a teaser video over the span of like 3 days. And then she just straight up dropped the track, and she just straight up dropped the Hot Summer Jam of 2016 with Free Somebody.
Yeah, no, it's really
love the song.
nice and like it's so good.
It's so good.
Like, I'm trying to think, right? Like, it definitely has this like kind of 90s pop feel, but it's so modern and so like cool. And then it has like this kind of disco-y sound to it.
Yeah.
Like, very intentionally, but it works so well together.
Yeah, I would say it's like it's doing a similar thing to what Tiffany's song was doing. But about 1,000 times better. It's so good. The song is so fun to listen to, and it's just so well sung. Luna is such a fantastic singer, especially on this track. So perfect for this track. And the visuals of the video are really cool, like with the animation and it kind of the animation also kind of lets the video do all the fun sexual things that it wanted to do, and Luna, I see you, girl. That whole thing recently where we got worried that Luna was looking skinny and scrawny, we ain't got to worry no more. She's looking diesel again, and it's fantastic. And oh my god, there's so many things like that are fantastic about this track. Like, I've been listening, like this is like when I get up also, and I leave the house to go to work. This is the first song I play.
You know our talk of very pointed sponsorship stuff in videos. Do we call this video out for the DHL T-shirt?
I don't know, because like this is okay. So it doesn't seem to make sense on that order. DHL it'd be a weird sponsor. The Sprite in the AOA video, that makes sense. Because Sprite has had like Susie and probably has had Solhyun as like people in their commercials, and like the Innisfree makes sense. The clothing sponsor. I think this is just like I don't know. This is just like a fashion thing, kind of like how fucking Jeremy Scott does his stupid shit with Moschino with like the fake McDonald's bullshit. I don't know. I think it was just a T-shirt, and it's weird. But you know what? At the very least, what you can say is this song delivers.
Yes, definitely delivers. So there you go.
Right, almost forgot to.
All right, what else you got? You got some other shit in here.
I don't care about anything else. That's it. That's all.
Hey, there's another song. I'm not going to tell you which one, but there is another song you have in here that I actually really, really enjoyed.
Yes. There's like a couple of really cool tracks. All right. So next up, we finally. All right. So it's that time again. This comeback that was kind of anticipated.
Comeback season. Comeback
season.
Comeback season.
Summer
Big Bang
season.
coming back.
Yeah.
Taeyong coming back.
We'll see.
Dragon coming back. You were here last week. No, but I'm coming back. Yo, but you're still here. You never left. No, but I'm coming back. You can't come back when you didn't leave.
EXID finally having their first official full studio album.
God damn it, Korea. God damn. I mean, all right. You know what? I'm calling your bullshit. You can't put out 2 half albums. Then the third album you're gonna call a full album. Can't do that.
They're minis.
2 halves already make a whole. No, fuck you. All right, no. But
EXID came back with their album Street. Because they street
official.
Yeah.
Oh, we got to bring that back. Street official.
Street official. And they came out with the title track LIE. Literally, it's not even just lie. It's if you look at the Korean, it says LIE. And it's a fun song. Like, it's a fun track. It's definitely advisable that you listen to the album version rather than the music video version, because the music video version is compressed to all hell and super loud. Which kind of makes for not a great experience listening to the song. Like,
yeah.
But overall, which is a kind of a shame, because like when I first listened to this track, I was like, I think I might like this song, but I don't know if I do, and I was trying to figure out what was like bothering me about it, and it's just like, I think it's the mix. I think it's like it's the fact that the instrumental's too loud. I can barely hear the vocals, and like the air horn comes in out of nowhere and kind of like is too loud. And I'm like, I don't really, why am I hating on the air horn? Because it feels like it belongs here, but, and then, you listen to the actual like track when it's a little bit more properly mixed, and it's fantastic. And it's fun. Like, it's actually really cool. Like, the song is fun to listen to. Hani gets to sing in her range. There's that concept again, like somebody getting to sing within their range and truly being able to showcase what they can do when they are just doing that. Solji sings fantastically. Hyedin sings fantastically. Our sweet potato, our cutie potatoes, does a great job. Junghwa shows well, and Ellie, comes in like a boss. The hard ass boss that she is. And I like the track. The visuals of the video are really cool. And sexy. Yeah.
Good
Looking
dance
gorgeous.
breakdown.
Yeah, yeah. The visuals are nice. uh, he hadn't surprised me, and I was like, he hadn't surprised me with her like super short hair. Like that was super. Like I was like so excited about that. She still looks so super adorable with her like super short hair. But yeah, overall, I think yeah, it's a really cool track. I dug it. I don't know. Well, what did you think?
No, I enjoyed it. It wasn't the other song on your list that I was super like surprised by, but I really did enjoy this. So.
Yes, yes. Yeah, and this one was a really cool track. And I enjoyed it. I will say though, and the important fact here is, this is a good track and all, but on the album, there's a track that completely outshines the title track. You know how it happens sometimes.
All right, that's true.
Sometimes, you have a standout a B side that stands out really well. But you know what? The true title track, the true Hot Summer Jam, kind of contending with Luna's track. We have the title track, the Jungwa Hierin unit track, Are You Hungry? aka Nyam Nyam Chup Chup. This is better than it's supposed to be. This is better than it has any right to be. You probably don't know. I don't think you watch it. As vigilantly watching random EXID videos as I am, but this is a kind of a thing. So it was like a bit from one of the EXID like sketches on the YouTube of. And it plays off of the fact that kind of one of Hierin's nickname is Jup Jup, which is the sound for like chewing, like yep, Jup Jup Jup. And they kind of had this fun video on their YouTube about possibly doing a unit track with Hani, or like having a music video with like where they're zoomed in on Hani's huge forehead because. Like the bit with Hani is that she has a big forehead, and therefore they called her bald. I don't know, and that's why you always see Hani with the hair roll, because she keeps that bang maintenance because you got to cover up that forehead. I don't know, the complexes that get put on some Korean girls, like seriously, that's like it's nothing. Honey, you got nothing to worry about. But it was a bit, especially it was like it was like a demori nori demori mori, and Hierin's part was supposed to be jump 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 jump, and that was started out as a silly bit, and then somehow got turned into a full song. That was supposed to be a comedy song or like a little fun jokey song about like feeling happy when you get to eat some food. And it turned into one of the better songs on the album because it's so well made and so fun to listen to, and like the breakdowns are really cool, and like the hook is catchy. Like with the whole chup 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 chup. It's fun. Like I dug it. Did you get a chance to listen to it?
I listened to a little bit of it. It's kind of silly. It seems very odd.
It's very fun though. But yeah, worth checking out. Go check out EXID's album. But yeah, let me move on. Because I do have a couple of hip hop offerings as well myself.
What?
Yeah.
What? Cutting into my territory?
Yeah.
Cutting into my territories?
A couple that I had to like zero in on. One of those was with one young lady from very known very well from a couple things like on Pre-Rap Star and a few other things. Kisum, young lady by the name of Kisum. She's been doing her thing lately. Lately, she's mainly been doing like kind of cute hip hop tracks, like with like little love songs or whatever, or like featuring on other people's tracks. But then she came out with with this song that's definitely a lot more thoughtful and a lot more introspective. Song called Two Beers, or Two Glasses of Beer. Mekju Duchan. And I really enjoyed it. This was really cool and chill and like meditative, I guess, in a sense. Had a cool vibe to it. Kind of like what she raps about is really interesting. Just kind of like the concept of considering what path you're on and whatnot. And like she fits it well. Like this is a track that we've seen some from like dude rappers, but seeing it done from a female MC and done really well is really cool. This is a really cool chill hip hop track. What did you think, Kaz?
I like the kind of serious tone of it. Like, I love the serious tone in Korean hip hop. It's really good when done well. Yeah. And there are a few people that do it really well. And I gotta say, this was very well thought out. And there were a couple times I had to go back and reread things to really understand them. And I love stuff like that. I love when I have to really think about what I'm listening to. You know. Because it adds an experience to the whole sense of the music.
Yeah. It's just a really cool, thoughtful track, and like it works so well on a couple of levels. It's smart. I'm glad to see some variety from Kisum. I'm glad to see that she's doing something a little bit more like this. It shows that she has the skill to do so, and she definitely does. And like this really showcases that really well. Like this one was, it kind of surprised me, which I'm glad to have had happen. Let me get this. Trying to copy things into the chat room, which nobody's paying attention to, but still. I don't know why, but still. It's really cool. Like it framed it all around. Like I'll have a couple beers to take the edge off, but not anymore because I have to get back on the grind the next morning. Like the cycle and like the the kind of the thoughts and regrets.
Yeah, I know that cycle.
The grind. Yeah. Get on the grind. So I think it's definitely a relatable track. Speaking of thoughtful hip hop tracks centered around alcohol, this one by I guess not very well known, but it's a name that's out there. Artist by the name of Sleek. Was a track called Liquor.
Yeah.
Things like
this was the other song.
Yes.
In your pack that I listened to, and I was like, I'm down for this.
Yes. So like I had my list of set of songs that I was like, all right, I'm happy with this. All right, this is what I'm going to bring to the show. Like this is a couple of days ago, and I just happened to stumble upon this track on our K-pop, and I was kind of blown away by it. The kind of the mood of it, the personality of it, the delivery of it, the emotion of it. Like I'm still like clamoring and trying to find the lyrics because I need to see the lyrics. I need to see what I mean. I kind of get the idea of what the song is about. Probably a similar idea to kind of what the Kisum song was about. Just kind of like just because Koreans like to drink, and drinking is definitely a part of life in Korea, and like and so
I mean, I've told you my story about
the way to think about things is drinking.
I told you my story about being in Korea. Was I in Seoul? No, I was in Wonju.
Wonju.
Yeah, I was in Wonju, and we were in near the club district, and we were up at the batting cages, and I'm sitting there talking to like some dudes, and one dude is just like, oh hey, what's up? All right, cool. Where you from? And I'm like, oh yeah, blah blah blah. I'm from America, and we're just kind of talking back and forth. And he's like, oh wow, and like the little bit of Korean that I used, he was like, oh wow. He was like, you say so, he was like, you say some of those words really good. And I was like, yeah, I'd try here and there or whatever, And then he's just like, oh, do you want a drink? And I was like, oh, I don't know, like, I don't. But, and I'm thinking like he meant, do you guys want to go somewhere? But he just pulls out a bottle and glasses, and it's just like, all right, so who wants something to drink? And I was like, oh snap! Like,
I didn't know it was like that though.
Yeah,
didn't know it was going down like that. Yeah, it's definitely part of the personality. You can like drink anywhere. Yeah, the visual, I kind of like the story of this video. It's very simply told, but like, it's very interesting, and like, it's like, I think what it comes down to is just the emotion of like it is so emotionally raw, that it just is captivating. Like, right down to the end. Like, there's no hook. This is one of those we don't need no hook hip hop tracks, which is fine because it's just a kind of a stream of consciousness feel to it. It doesn't give you any room to breathe, which sometimes can lead for a very interesting emotional journey in through a song when it's just, all right, we're going. We got 4 minutes and 12 seconds. We're going on an emotional journey. There is no stopping. There ain't no stops on this ride. We're going like, we're going full throttle. Yeah, like it was just really good. Like I still want to find the lyrics, but it's just like right down to the end where it's just like the end. The end when it's like the music cuts off and she keeps going to the point where she just starts whispering and just kind of trailing off, and like it's almost like she's kind of bowing her head and like she's about to pass out or something like that. Like it's just whispering to herself, like just like,
yeah,
like it's almost like that. Like it works so well.
Also, there's just that thing of like, then you think about this song being performed and like, holy shit. Like,
yeah, like, oh man, like I need to find lyrics. Is there a lyric video? No, for some other song. God damn it. But if somebody can find me the lyrics, that would be fantastic, because I really need to know what she's. I really want to know kind of how it all fits together, like just as on a lyrical standpoint. I just really want to kind of get into that journey on more than just like the raw emotion level. So I'm gonna be keeping an eye out if I see it. Hell, I don't even know where I could even buy it. Well, it's on iTunes. Okay, the album is on iTunes. So I'm gonna have to just open iTunes. I don't know. I wish I could buy things from iTunes without opening iTunes.
Yep, that's the trouble. That's why I don't use it. You know what? There's so much more music I could have if I just chose to use iTunes, but I will not.
There's so many great things on the store. There's a great catalog, but that involves opening iTunes. I'm like,
nope. I refuse. I refuse.
All right, I'll figure it out. But that's it for what's new, what's caught our attention this week. We're going to transition over to our headline. So join us, won't you? Greetings, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to our headline segment here on Hallyujuku. We talk about some topical topics and things that are going on in the world of East Asian pop culture. So, our first headline. EXO's Lucky One pic teasers have all the members looking faded as fuck. Simple as a simple headline, and it's true. EXO has released individual teaser pictures for their upcoming Lucky One comeback, and oh boy, all the drugs. Like, look at that. Tell me that dude. Like you've hung out with that dude. I've hung out with this dude that Chen is looking like. I think that's Chen.
Yeah. But you're just like you walk in and you're like, did you explode in a thrift store? and then just pick up the shit as you walked out, and you're like, what? Nah, man. I'm so swag right now. And you're like,
wait, how?
No.
Like how? Did you already? How? Did you already? How, it's 9:30 in the morning. Are you already high? Like,
right.
Man. I
No,
work
man.
with people.
Still high. Like, oh no, I didn't get high today. I just last night, man. No, like crazy, right? Like, wait, what day is it? Like, oh shit.
Yeah. We hang out.
Some of these photos I've seen. Some of these photos I've seen on the store window of like, do not let this person back in. They have stolen, they've stolen more things than they need to.
Yeah, like, yeah. Also, what the hell is that fake tattoo on this boy's back of his neck? Like, looking silly.
Been drawing on yourself again? You been drawing on yourself again? Fuck, I done told you.
Chewing on his necklace, like, high as fuck. Yeah. I will say, I'm looking forward to the EXO comeback.
You ever smell green? Because I smell green right now. Yeah. Not like weed, like the color.
Yeah. Yo, no, what? Oh, now it smells like purple.
Not the drink, the color.
Purple. Shit.
All right.
Also, shout out to whoever made took the EXO teaser and made it so that it was JYP chasing EXO. It's quite possibly the greatest thing I've ever seen. It's at least this week. It's the king. But yeah. Lucky One, referring to whoever's the lucky one who gets to leave next.
All right, rude.
But true. Speaking of people leaving, YG now says 21's future is unclear and he's debating whether to add a member.
Do we have to continue to have this conversation?
Yes, because it's fun. No, it's not fun. It's kind of fun. YG said the future of 21 is unclear as of now because he's still debating whether to continue the group as a trio or to add a new member. According to an exclusive interview with X Sports News, when asked about 21, Young said that the future of the band was yet unclear. Whether they will continue as a trio or get a new member, we are thinking and nothing is set in stone. This, of course, comes less than 2 months after they said not to worry about Minzy leaving because 21 would be coming back this summer and there would be no new members. All
right. You know what it is? You know what it is? I figured it out. I fucking figured it out. YG is constantly time traveling.
Yeah.
That is literally what it is, right? He's constantly time traveling. Like, he is a Time Lord, but he only travels in this timeline forward and back. So like he traveled back in time to when he thought they were still putting out 2NE1 albums, and he's like, well, of course, no, nothing's wrong with 2NE1. Like, why would Minzy leave? And then he teleported to the future where he's like, oh, of course, yeah, no, we're adding a new member. And everyone else around him is confused. We're all like, what the fuck are you talking about? Last week you just said everything's fine. Now this week, nothing's fine. And he's like, it's only been a week? It's been like 12 years for me. Like, we're still doing Big Bang? Did I not kill them all already? Oh man. Wait till that happens, guys.
Yeah, I don't know. It's like
no, but in all seriousness, like I'm growing to disdain fucking I'm growing to disdain YG at this point. Like it is killing me, dude.
Yeah.
Killing me softly.
Yeah. Also, if YG wants to know whether he should add a member or not, I'll let Tracy Morgan say it for me.
Why? To humiliate? No. 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 Hell no. 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 I refuse. No. No.
Exactly. Pretty much. But yeah, like it is ridiculous. But yeah, I think we're gonna go ahead and keep going with this thought. Hashtag YG is a Time Lord.
He's traveling back and forth in time.
It's like,
and he just stops, has a press conference, and tells you shit that you just didn't even.
Yeah, and like he skips forward in time, and then like he accidentally skips way too far in time, and it's like, oh yeah, it's you know, so we've been working real quickly. It's gonna, or he goes back in time accidentally to like a year before he planned to release something. He's like, oh, it's coming out next week. And then, like, he skips forward again, and it's like, oh, it's only been a week. Yeah. We'll see. We'll have to wait and see. Supposedly, we're finally getting that the new girl group. They put out an image teaser of that one girl that they put a video teaser 4 years ago, saying that, you know, to kind of hype the new girl group coming up. So we'll have to see. And it was funny seeing that on Reddit. People were like, oh, it's happening. It's happening. I was like, honey, ain't nothing happening until it's already happened when it comes to YG. Ain't nothing happening.
It has to have happened and be getting ready to end for you to know that it's happening.
Yes. Like you know,
hey, YG
know.
just put out this new group. Oh, guess what? They're disbanding. Wait, what? No, what? I just heard about this.
Yeah, no. What group? It's just Lehigh. I don't know what you're talking about. These other girls. It's like, well, I don't know. It's like there was that girl Michelle. It's like I don't know what you're talking about. Seems like a nice girl, but yeah. I don't know this Michelle you're referring to.
Show me pictures of me and her in the same room, and then show me pictures of me looking at her. Not true. Can't prove it. It's Photoshop.
Push up. Speaking of YG and the craziness, Icon fan site caught running coordinated hate campaign against Winner.
Okay.
Yes. Even as far as fandom messes are concerned, this one by Icons was impressive, according to Asian Junkie. Not just because they did it, but because they actually got caught doing it. That was an interesting way to put it. It's just somewhat rare. As the story goes, an Icon fan site in Korea made a group chat to devise ways to systematically spread hate about Winner. They tried to turn public opinion against Winner by spreading rumors that tried way too hard on Pan, which multiple times made it onto Korean media. They essentially banked on people being too stupid to figure out, and they were right more often than not. The cherry on top, after somebody outed them, after somebody outed them, they posed as winner fans trying to do exactly what they were actually doing, and tried to demand an apology from winner fans under the guise that everything was fabricated to attack Icon.
Yo, that is some espionage level shit there, man.
Yeah.
They dug deep, and then when somebody shined a light, they dug deeper.
Yes. Yeah. It's like there's like the little transcripts. You have to pretend to be other fans at times. You know that, right? You have to be a variety of people. Also, like a non-fan. Non-fan doesn't work. Act like a non-fan, other fan, winner fan.
Damn it. You don't have these conversations on phones. Have you learned nothing from the mob?
You know, it's like
Have these conversations in the back of a coffee house.
That's why all these K-pop idols have Snapchat. Ain't nobody hacking into Snapchat. Or at least nobody trying to.
Yeah.
Somebody could hack into Snapchat, but the Sasaengs can't figure it out. Probably or they probably don't even know it exists. Hell, I can't. It's a funny thing. Like, people think that people are just now getting into Snapchat. I guarantee you, there's a bunch of idols that have Snapchats.
Mm-hmm.
They just haven't made it public yet because they don't want to deal with that, because it's their space to actually oh shit, this is the place that nobody's figured out how to hack into my shit yet. I'm getting on there.
This is also this is why you have fucking coded languages and ciphers. So
Yeah.
people can't decrypt you're telling other people to pretend to be people when you're being people, to pretend to be people when you're really the people who were the people when you're the people.
Yeah. Unfortunately for them, the jig is up, and after 8 months of basically running an astroturfing campaign against Winner, they released an apology since they don't want to fuck up Icon's impending comeback. Their apology is I don't have the receipts for all they did, but the rumor about Winner giving away their concert tickets because they couldn't sell was one, and one commenter is quite the laundry list of offenses they committed.
Oh my god. Dude, you know what? I love this. I don't care. I love this. They tried. They fucking tried.
And you know who wins out of all this? Two crazy fandoms going after each other? YG. Because no matter what,
that's a damn shame. Yeah. That's a goddamn shame.
Because no matter who, because they all get worked up, emotional, and invested in these two groups trying to beat the other group. These group in the other group, that they all give money to YG to hope their group wins. And that is, and there you go.
Damn.
And now you know how politics works.
YG, you foiled me again.
Yeah. I still want I still want to talk about Snapchat. Because it's funny because there have to be so many more idols that have Snapchat. Of course, Stephanie has a public one because she's like the social media maven of K-pop because she has everything. Taeyeon has one, Sooyoung has one, Yuri, a bunch of them have one. A few other idols have them, but the funny thing is when idols that don't have a Snapchat very obviously put an Instagram post with a Snapchat filter on it. Like when you see somebody's Instagram of them opening their mouth with the dog. Look at me be a dog. I'm like, yo, what's your Snapchat? What's your Snapchat? And it's 15 comments like,
they're like, bitch, you done gave yourself away.
You got a Snapchat? What's your Snapchat?
What, you Snapchatting? Oh shit. No, I mean, no. My friend did it. Hey.
I just installed it for the filters. It's just a picture taking program.
Think you lying to me? You lying to me, ain't you? Don't you lie to me.
Oh, yeah. there's relationships now between idols that are being maintained purely on Snapchat. I guarantee it.
Guarantee.
But yeah, that is the end of the headlines, and that brings us to the end of another fantastic episode of Hallyujuku.
Out.
Yeah. Cass,
Hi.
what do you got going on in the world? What do you got going on the internet?
Bedtime. No. What do I got going on? I have been. If you don't, I have an Instagram, and I have lately been trying to pump my Instagram because it's after all the research, it is the best place to share photography that there is, unless you're a 40-year-old mother of two, and or a housewife. Then you use Pinterest.
Yes.
So I've been sharing some of my cosplay photography on Instagram. So if you haven't ever seen any of my cosplay photography, check it out there. I've also been doing like weekly/daily mobile photo uploads. And just kind of snap a photo, edit it in with the Snapchat stuff, and post it because I'm trying to just get more consistent with doing all that shit and promote myself in that way. So that's something, if you're going to go check out anything, go check out that. It's pretty cool. It's pretty fun. Trying to find stuff to do.
Yes. He's at King Kaz on pretty much everywhere.
What? Am I? I am.
Yes. I'm at PD Rave everywhere. The show is Hallyujuku. Hallyujuku.com. Kpoppodcast.com. Lately, we've also, if you haven't noticed, we've also been we've been streaming live. I realized I didn't even tweet this. So people,
don't you know?
obviously people didn't know because I didn't tell anybody. But we try to be live on diamondclub.tv, and if I remember to tweet somebody, you'll know. And if you don't know, just kind of hang around.
It's just a day in which we do this.
Whoa, crazy.
Straight, doctor.
That being said, we're on the things of Belly TV on YouTube, Twitch, and other things. Share, like, subscribe. Until next time,
Straight, doctor.
hasta los huevos.
Why, I think you're crazy.
Fighting.
Diamond Club hopes you have enjoyed this program.